In the swamp, chomping all day long. Saturday nights in Death Valley, that tiger strong. So we Razorbacks, crowd calling the hogs. Blue Ridge battle Wildcats, bringing the dogs. Show me Miss Zoe, black and gold fight. Boomer Sooner running on a Saturday night. Hook 'em horns, burnt orange in the sun. 12th man standing, Aggies get it done. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score. Saturday lights, y'all know the deal. SC pride, we keep it real from the swamp to the grove. Let that crowd roll. It's water cooler talk. We talk that score.
Welcome to this presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.
Yeah, man. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It is Wednesday. The last Wednesday of February. Can you believe that, bro? We about to be in the third month of the year of 2026. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier, one half of Water Cooler Talk Sports. And the man, you can't see him, but you can hear him. Tell me who you are, boss man.
Man, it's your boy Marcus Fitzpatrick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler as always. And I got
What's up, Tim?
rocking with us as always around the water cooler. It is the one, the only. From at it's SEC season, ladies and gentlemen. Aubrey Ted. What's up, Ted? How you feeling, man? How you feeling?
Man, feeling pretty good, man. How about you guys?
Man, we feeling great, man. Feeling great.
Okay,
Ladies and gentlemen, you about to jump around the water cooler with us as well. It is everybody's. Everybody loves him. Everybody loves him. But he calls himself the villain sometimes. It is Edward Kid Country. What's up, Ed? How you feeling?
Yo.
Man, what's going on, fellas, man?
Nothing.
What's going on?
Good, man.
I want to remove the villain. I want to remove the villain label off my back, man. I want to be the guy that everybody loves, man.
All
I don't
right,
want to be the villain no more, man.
All right. It was say he don't want to be the villain no more. I like it. Okay, then. That's what it is, fellas. Should be a great show. This should be a good conversation. Like I said, I don't want to tear you too long. I don't want to keep you too long. So let's get into it, man. But before we do that, man, do me a favor, man. Go subscribe to these YouTube channels. Subscribe to these guys. At this SEC season when I got Tez at Tight Sports and Alabama Football Megacast. I got DC Wolf over at Auburn_Addicts TV. Shout out to DC Wolf. Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. Shout out to I got B Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk. The Vandy Chris over at the Golden Broom Podcast and the Anchor Down Live Podcast on Facebook. At the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and on Twitter. I got Edward at Kid Country on YouTube. And of course, the legend himself, Bubba and the old man, Auburn Sports Talk on YouTube. Also, go subscribe to Jay and Mitchell Sports Talk. What I got Coach Sean on the Block Sports with Coach Carl. And I got Dylan over at the College Loop on YouTube, man. Mess with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports. Shout out to that guy DJ, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Holly with an EY. And follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2 A's. We appreciate y'all so much, man, for rocking with the people and messing with the people that mess with Water Cooler Talk Sports. Do us a favor. Go follow us on our social medias. Follow us at CoolersPod23 on Twitter. Follow us at the Water Cooler Talk on TikTok and Instagram. And, of course, follow us on Facebook at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast. And, of course, visit www.watercoolertalksports.com for all of your college football, SEC football, Auburn football news, and soon to come, high school recruiting news in high school. It's coming. It's coming soon, ladies and gentlemen. So be on the lookout for that. www.watercoolertalksports.com, man. If you want to support the channel financially, you can super chat us in the chats. We take super chats, man. But if you want to put it on rotation, $5.99 a month to join the Coolest Cubes gang, man. Support Water Cooler Talk Sports. And then, of course, member-only content coming closer we get to spring practice. Fellas, man, like I said, this should be a pretty good conversation tonight, man. Like I said, don't want to keep anybody here too long. Don't want to hold you no longer than the spirit holds us. And then after that, we're gonna get out of here and we'll do it again another day. But before we get into it, man, shout out to the people that's rocking with us around the water cooler. I got Auburn Dad for life. What's up, Auburn Dad? What's up, man? How you feeling, man? Big Sarge rocking with us around the chat. What's up, Big Sarge, man? How you feeling? How you doing? My guy King Richard is rocking with us. King, I sent that email, King. King, this email has been sent. So let Coach know that the email has been sent. Let him know. All right, man. Mike McKinney, man. There he is.
Mike, that's
what's up, man? How you feeling? How you feeling? The legend himself, the legend of Sweet Sugar Bear Williams, the Rooster Mac, the Huggy Beard is rocking with us around the water cooler. What's up, my guy? I hope you're feeling good, man. Hope you're doing all right, man. My guy Jay in the chat. What's up, Jay, man? Warrior to you, my guy. And of course, there he is. With the $1.99 super chat, it is Sham God. What up, man?
What's up,
Sham? $1.99
up?
super chat. We appreciate it so much, man, for rocking with us here around the water cooler. Fellas, like I said, let's get into this conversation. Let's hit it, quit it, get out. Running back room, man. Running back room. Probably, I don't think we know how good this running back room could actually be. I don't think we know it. I don't think we know. This probably is the best running back room in the SEC, possibly the entire country. I said running back room is what I said. Now, in the SEC, there are a lot of great returning running backs. You have Ahmad Hardy at Missouri. You have Jaden Ball at Florida. Keywan Lacey at Ole Miss is returning as well. But as a collective group, you look at this Auburn running back room and you say to yourself, wow, this could be the best collection of running backs assembled in the SEC. And it could lead Auburn back to being RBU. So let's talk about it tonight, man. Fellas, y'all thoughts on this? Marcus, I want to get a kick off with you, man. Do you think this is the best running back room in the SEC?
Man, that's a tough one, man. I like the Missouri running back room too, man. And but top to bottom, man, I gotta give it to us because of production. What I see from Mapson and Jones when they came off the bench last year, I know they can produce if called upon. I seen Washington. I think he ran for 800 yards at Baylor. We know what Cobb brings to the table. So top to bottom, man, it's gonna be tough to argue our running back room. But if I were to put a team above Auburn, I would probably go Missouri, bro, because Hardy runs the ball very tough at the contact.
So you would say Ahmad Hardy is better as a single running back than Auburn's entire running back room?
No, I said I would put up Missouri's running back room with ours. I didn't say him as a single back. I said with him, I would say that running back room would possibly, but top to bottom, I still probably give ours the edge just because of what I seen from those young running backs when they were called upon last year.
Okay. So from top to bottom, you would say that Missouri's running back room is best. Let's look at Missouri's running back
So I
room.
said I would give us the edge.
No, you give us top to bottom, but you would say you would put Missouri's just
Missouri's
ahead
up
of
there
Auburn.
No,
Okay.
with Auburn.
With Auburn.
Yeah,
Okay.
1A and 1B.
Okay, who would be 1A?
Auburn.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, your thoughts on that? What are your thoughts on that?
Man, to me it ain't even a question for me, man. Bryson Washington is a straight stud, man. Nykahi Davenport. But I think here's my thoughts. I don't think we really seen the real Jeremiah Cobb yet, man. He was in a system that wasn't predicated on running the ball. You know what I mean? I don't think we truly seen the best of Jeremiah Cobb. I think you probably seen 65, 70% of what he truly capable of doing. And I'll give you this. Those two, we keep talking about the three, you know what I mean, upperclassmen, but those two young guys, Omar Malson and Alvin Henderson, man, those guys are studs in their own right. You don't run for 10,000 yards in the state of Alabama high school football, man, and not be able to run the ball. Alvin Henderson may be, to me, the best in-between tackler, in between the tackle running. His vision in between the tackles to see a hole and hit a hole, man, it's like no other. I watched him play in high school. I always thought, you know what I mean? Same way I said about your guy from Wiley, Wilkes. I said the same thing about him. Man, I think he need a year just to get in the weight room, learn the SEC system, because at Elba, pretty much, he was a one-man show. You know, he didn't pass block or nothing down there. So, you know, it was a lot for him to learn. Omar Malson, man, look at how that young kid was built. And remember, he was only 17 years old. He wasn't supposed to be playing SEC football at 17 years old. At running back?
Very true.
A 17-year-old running back? Oh, man, I think the sky's the limit for those young guys as well. So, without a doubt, man, I think we got the best running back room. To me, I'm going to say down there in the country, man, from top to bottom.
Okay. In the country. All right. I mean, yeah, you got a point there. Ed, we do talk about, you know, Jeremiah Cobb. We talk about Bryson Washington. You know, we talk about Tae Meadows. You talk about Nykahi.
Damn, I ain't even mentioned him.
Yeah, you know, but the thing, you talk about those guys because those guys were the number one options at three of those guys who weren't on the roster for Auburn last year were RB1s at their school last year. And, you know, you're looking at the stats for those guys. You know, Bryson Washington last year, 154 carries, 788 yards, 6 touchdowns, average 5.1 yard per carry. Tae Meadows, 159 carries, 695 yards, 6 touchdowns, average 4.4 yards per carry. Nykahi Davenport, only 98 carries last year. You know, and he put up 612 yards, 7 touchdowns, average 6.2 yards per carry. And of course, you know, Jeremiah Cobb was literally, you know, 31 yards away from being 1,000-yard back. Set 175 carries, 5 touchdowns, 5.5 yards per carry average in a offense, as Ed said, that was not predicated and not trying to intentionally run the football. That's what he said. So, man, I tell you, I get it. But then you speak about Omar Malson, you speak about Alvin Henderson. You know, you speak about those guys and you talk about like the talent that those guys have, man. And it is something to behold, something that you could potentially see that could, you know, show this year. That's a question we're gonna ask later on in the show. But Ted, your thoughts on this? Is Auburn's running back room the best in the country, in your opinion?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know enough about a lot of other running back rooms in the country to say that. But in the SEC, it's tough, man. You got, like you mentioned, you got so many guys with former RB1s, right? Like I don't know another SEC running back room that, you know, you got Cobb, like you say, you got Nykahi Davenport, Tae Meadows, you got former RB1s, and you have like 4 of them in your running back room. Plus, you still have potential and talent in the running back room as well outside of that. I don't know if I can point to another SEC team that's that deep. It's clear that it's a clear intention that we're going to be running the football this year. Just by the sheer number of guys that are, like I said, former RB1s. Yeah, I don't see another SEC team in the way of that to say that their running back room as a whole is better than ours.
Hey, I'm trying to think. Like, I'm trying to think of other teams that rooms that do have that. I could think of single guys like you mentioned. Like I mentioned Jaden Ball, I mentioned Keywan Lacey, I mentioned Amal Hardy. You know, I mentioned those guys. But
Bryson Washington would start at like half the schools in the SEC.
He would. That's right. You know, Cedric Alexander is returning in the SEC as well, back at Vanderbilt. So you could more than likely throw his name into that equation. But I mean, when you think about it and you look at it, man, I'm hard pressed to find a room as a collective that is better. I think you have one-on-one, if you put guys up against each other, I think you have running backs that you would probably pick over some guys in this room. But
yeah,
all collectively, I don't know if there's a room better than that. And I'm gonna leave with this question, Edward, man. Do you think with the collection of talent that's in this room, could this put Auburn back on the map as a destination for running backs to come and know that Auburn is going to run the ball intentionally? Like there won't be any question about it, because we have heard all offseason that our intention is to run the football and to be a running team when it comes to November, because that's how you win games late in the season. That's how you win championships, is what it was told us. You know, and as you said, Coach Golden said we're gonna run the piss out of the football. So could this room be could it be the blueprint for what is to come, years to come, for Auburn in the running back room?
Yes, it will be. No doubt about it. It will be. As a running back, imagine being a running back and you going on a official visit to Auburn this fall, and you got two backs that might have 15 carries, or you might have three backs that got 10 and 11 carries. You see what I'm saying? Versus going and watching under freeze and everything was just RPO. And this is what I didn't like about the freeze scheme. Well, if you run an RPO, a lot of times the offensive line don't know if you're handing the ball off or throwing the ball. So they not truly just pushing people off the ball, getting downfield, because I could be throwing the ball. Now I'm too far down the field. You see, versus lining up, this a power run or inside zone. This is what it is. We handing the ball off, running the ball. So, man, this going to bode well for Auburn in the future. I think you're going to see Auburn start to get some of these stud running backs out of high school, man, after this season. That's what I'm leaning toward, because we always been, it's in our DNA to run the ball, you know.
True.
It's in our DNA. And I think that's why he say, I heard y'all like to run the ball. So if you're a running back, everybody passing the ball around these days. Why not go to somewhere that you're going to run the ball, but yet and still, I'm going to have help running the ball. Not like I'm just going to get beat up. No, because running back is one of the least valuable positions going to the next level, NFL. So it will bode you well to come to Auburn with a 2 or 3 headed monster running attack and keep some miles off you. Hey. So I tell you, yeah, I love it.
Okay. Big Sarge said, man, the RB room's dominance is reliant upon the offensive line. Offensive line always comes back as a question. Always a question, you know, when it comes back. You know, it is what it is. So, I mean, I don't.
Skinner looking good though. I ain't gonna lie about that.
Yeah, Cole Skinner look. Who? Which one?
The lineman.
The center.
Yeah.
Cole Best. Cole Best.
Cole Best. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Cole Best was the center.
I watched him
Ed
work
Darby.
out.
Ed Darby said, man, say it with your chest, Marcus. That's what he said. Well, you said what you said. Say it with your chest. That's what he said. The king of the comments, Travell Fitzpatrick, said, Mapson is a man. Been lifting engine since he was 12. Okay. All right, then. All right. Oh, man. The Huggy Beard said, man, our beloved Tigers been trying to return to RBU righteously, bro. Yes, we have been, bro. And the funny part about it is there was a period of time where Auburn had like 7 straight years of straight 1,000-yard rushers. And it still felt like they could have ran for more yards because it didn't feel like it was intentional. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Ed Darby said, man, running backs retired under Freeze, Nick. I think he's trying to be funny. I think that's what he tried to say. Shout out to Jarquez Otter, man. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I got Jay. What up, Jay? Jay in the chat said, how do you guys think AG will keep all of them happy? Good question. What's your thoughts on that, Tez?
A healthy split of carries. I think that it's kind of like Edward was just saying towards the end of what he was just saying. You end up with a running back room where you get, you know, two or three guys with 12 to 15 carries a game. If they commit to that, you keep these guys healthy. You keep a lot of tread off the tires. You play a lot of guys, and these guys are getting entire series because they want to go fast. So once one player gets on the field, if the offense is successful, he's on the field all the way into the red zone. So guys are getting entire series, and yeah, I think you just do it that way. In the way that they've done it at USF, call it running back by committee. Some people don't like that approach, but the way that they interchange the running backs, it's not so much of running back by committee is one of those things where you'll get substitutions like mid-drive, like rhythm breaking substitutions. This isn't that. Like they'll get entire drives, and yeah, you'll get your opportunities. This is not a situation where who the running back is going to determine how they run the football. So like a lot of times in games, you'll see like the backups come in and we change our approach. And we always say like, oh man, if they would just do what they did with the starters, this guy may be good in that. Like, no, this is going to be the same for every person. The rules are the same. You're going to get your opportunities to shine in open field. So yeah, I think just a healthy rotation to what they did at USF will suffice.
That's a good point, man. Big Sarge come back and said, man, Texas has 2 good running backs. They do. Relique Brown.
They picked up Hollywood.
Yeah, Relique Brown transferred from Arizona State, and then Hollywood Smothers transferred from Alabama by way of did I say that right? No, transfer from NC State by way of Alabama. Something like that. I hope I said that correct. Yeah. I hope I said that right. But that's what that was. So yeah, Hollywood Smothers is the guy that is there now, man. Mike McKinney comes in and says, man, who's your best pass blocking running back? Who do you think? Who would you choose, Marcus? Out of the guys in the room, you have Bryson Washington, you have Nykahi Davenport, you have Tae Meadows, you have Jeremiah Cobb, you have Omar Mapson, and you have Alvin Henderson. That's 6 guys that potentially are going to be on the field and touching the ball this year out of the running back room. Out of those 6, who do you think is the best pass blocker?
Man, that's a good one. I'm gonna go Davenport.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Davenport, and I'm gonna go Washington second because they like to throw. They liked to pass the ball a lot in Baylor, so I see him do a lot of pass blocking last year as well as route run. So I'm gonna go Davenport first and Washington second. What
about you, Ed? Who do you think? Do you have anybody different, or you agree?
I would probably go Bryson Washington, being that the offense that he came from Baylor, where they like to sling the rock around a lot. So I know he had to, be a pretty decent pass blocker to play in that offense. So I probably would lean towards him.
Okay. Your thoughts? What you same way? You feel the same way, Ted?
Yeah, I'm probably. If I had to guess, I'd probably say Bryson Washington. And that's one of the reasons why I think he could end up, no knock to Jeremiah, but he could end up being on the field more. And just like I think that pass blocking is vital because they want to go fast and they don't want to interrupt drives with substitutions. But they still want to be able to do multiple things. So whoever can pass block the best pass blockers will be, determine a lot about the snap count in the running back room, for sure. So like Davenport is a decent pass blocker. He's definitely gonna see the field. We know that for sure.
So if that's the case, what do y'all rank Omar Mappson at on that list? But from Tez's logic on that, if you're saying they don't want to substitute as much and they want to play fast, do you all think that Mappson has the opportunity to be in that rotation heavy as well?
I think that what keeps him in the rotation, actually, his ability to pass block. Because I think you're gonna see a lot of names that we want to see get locked. Because you can't make everybody happy. I think Ed put it in the comments.
It's coming up. Don't say it.
Yeah, you gonna have to earn it. So it's just moving forward. Like, I just don't think the guys who can't do certain things are going to be relied upon or get, like Ted said, get as many snaps as they're supposed to, because they can't be a Swiss Army knife on the field.
Okay. Wade, shout out to I got Wade, man. He said, yes, running backs will want to come to Auburn after they see what they do this season. I like it. And what you was just about to say about Ed, he said, I don't think AG's process is to keep guys happy. You have to earn your snaps. Different mindset. Yeah. No more giving guys a job because they're pressing. I like it. Alan Brooks. Let me shout out to Alan Brooks. He said, yep, when it starts getting cold and messy, it's great to be a running team. And when run the piss out of the ball, as AG said, LOL. Yes, it is, man. That is what's up. Fellas, I want to ask y'all this question, man, before we move on, man. And this is something that I don't know, like we talk about running backs, but when we think about it, we forget one person. Byron Brown.
Yeah.
Brown.
We forget Byron Brown in this whole situation.
I was just about to say something about that.
So I want you to say what you want to say, but I want to ask this question because I want to see if this fits into the process of what your thinking is. Which one do you think is more correct? Does having more running backs aid Byron Brown, or does having Byron Brown aid the running backs more?
I think it's a combination of both. I think it works out. Having Byron Brown works good for the running backs. Byron Brown having a stud running back beside him works best for him. And this is what I'm thinking. Man, how the hell you gonna stop this? Remember, we split all the way past the hashes, man. Okay, we're gonna come out in your 4-2-5 that you like. That's what the opposing defense gonna come out in. All right. You got 4 down linemen, you got 2 linebackers, 2 safeties, you got the star, your 2 cornerbacks. Okay. 4 down linemen, 2 linebackers. Do you spy Byron Brown with one of those linebackers? Because you know what he's capable of doing with the ball in his hand. Okay, if you decide to do that, I'm playing 5-on-5 now with my offensive line, leaving some big holes for my running back to gas you. If you go to focus on these running backs and you forget about 17, now he going around the end for a big run. So I'm interested to see how defense is really going to defend this, man, because you putting somebody in a terrible situation. Because time that safety go to iron down in the box, and I got Nimrod on the outside going over your head. So, boy, I think it worked well for both, though. And it benefits, I would say it benefits Byron Brown. Because now, like I say, he don't have to put all the wear and tear on his body. You know, he don't have to have as many carries as he did in South Florida. This is the SEC. He's going to get bigger, faster players. He's going to take some harder hits than what he took down in South Florida. So the ability just to keep him healthy through the season, not knowing what we got behind him, you know, having that running back room, I think it benefits him. And hey, it benefits the running back to have somebody that the defense really got to focus on.
I like it. So, Marcus, your thoughts? Which one do you think does it benefit more? Does having a stable of running backs benefit Byron Brown more, or does having Byron Brown benefit the stable of running backs more?
Like Ed was said, it goes both ways. But I would really like to highlight that him having a plethora of running backs also just gives him a very fresh running back every time he needs one. So when he gets tired or he's banged up, you can keep giving the ball to a fresh running back and lean on them drive after drive if you need to. Especially if this O-line is suspect moving forward, because we just it goes back to the O-line for me, man. Until I know what the O-line room looks like production wise, I'm nervous.
I'm gonna answer this question before I get Texas' take on this. I'm gonna actually go one way on this. I think having Byron Brown aids the running back role more. I think having Byron Brown as a threat to run the football actually aids the running back room more in this situation. That's just me personally. Because when you look at Byron Brown run, when Byron Brown run, Byron Brown is going to be able to get 3-4 yards just by leaning forward. If you think about it, having that threat of being able to run quarterback power, quarterback trap inside in between the A gaps, sometimes they'll go to the B gap and things stuff like that. Having that and having that threat of teams on the interior saying that, man, we had a quarterback that can run and can bang with us just like a running back, actually helps, running backs late in the game when people start getting fatigued, people start getting hurt. And I'm not saying you have to run Byron Brown like a lot in this offense, because you do have a stable of guys. But having the threat of him running the football, I believe, aids a Jeremiah Cobb or a Bryson Washington or a Tae Meadows, Nykahi Davenport, Alvin Henderson. I think that helps them more because of just the presence because of the presence of Byron Brown on the football field, in my opinion. What's your thoughts on that, Tess?
I'll say having a stable of running backs aids any quarterback. So like, it's not a offense. I don't think in America that would be like, man, nah, we don't need a whole stable of running backs. Like that's gonna aid any, well, maybe except that one in Tuscaloosa. They may just need a receiver like that. But other than that, man, it just doesn't. I mean, any quarterback is going to be aided by a stable of running backs. However, the impact of Byron Brown, like you said, being on the field, how he's able to run the football, this is a physical presence at quarterback. We're not talking about just trying to escape with speed. We're talking about a quarterback that can run option downhill. Yeah, and a lot of what Ed was saying, short yardage. You're talking about what Byron Brown does is unlocks a part of your offense to prevent you from having to throw the football in some critical moments. So third and 4, when teams try to take away the run and they load the box, they have to actually overload the box because with Byron Brown on the field, you pick up an extra blocker.
Yep.
You can be intentional about running the football in situations like that, and you don't have to put your quarterback in harm's way. So, like, having a quarterback like him benefits them greatly, the running back room greatly, and everybody in this offense for that matter. Can it be run without a quarterback like that? Yeah, but there are certain things that you can do now that make it a lot more dangerous, in that option game, you're talking about these running backs are going to be, in some situations, the first player they're going to see is safeties. Just because of the scheme and the gaps that he's going to create with the threat of him running the football and with the talent of Cobb, Washington, man, those guys, you put them in situations like that, man, the sky's the limit for the running back room now. Whereas without a Byron Brown on the field, they may have do a little bit more work to get to that second and third level of the defense. So, man, I personally, when I see Byron Brown, I just wish that we could have saw Jarquez in the offense like this. That would have been
great.
amazing.
It would have been great.
But yeah, man, I think he benefits them greatly.
And
it is disproportionate.
And to piggyback off what you're saying, Tiz, I think these running backs gonna help not only Byron Brown, but this offense as a whole. Because just like Marcus was just saying, we unsure about the offensive line. But I think they will be able to run block. Keeping Byron Brown out of those 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8, I think that would be more beneficial than anything. Keeping him out of this situation to where, keeping those tackles out of situation to where the defense can just pin their ears back.
I agree.
I agree with you there.
Mm-hmm.
Because
so running that ball, getting them 3-4 yards, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Keeping us in 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5, where the option to run or pass is still there versus Hugh Freeze keeping us in 3rd and 8, 3rd and 9, 3rd and 10.
Yep.
Now, there go a guy like Venable can dial up all these different pressures. You see what I'm saying? That running game, it eliminates those pressures on right 3rd and 2.
Because I was going to say, that's the way you hide a suspect offensive line. Run the football.
Okay.
Put pad on pad, cut the splits down, make it simple. Make it real simple. And once you make it real simple, if you won't allow a defense to pin their ears back and keep pad on pad, you slow the game down for a lot of defenses.
Yeah, for sure. And on top of that, it's touchdown pressure on the outside.
Yep.
The splits are so wide that you got to play honest, because if we execute the plays on the outside of the field, it's strike up the band. So this is not a threat. This is not a threat. When we pass the ball, it's not a threat of us picking up first downs or walking the ball off the field that way. Like, these screens and these choice routes on the outside, they are designed to put points on the board. So it really is pick your poison. And for that reason, man, our option game in the run game with the boxes that we're about to see, with a quarterback that can run downhill, like, man, I don't know. Like, I don't want to get too excited about it, but like I said, the sky's the limit on both, and they both complement each other. But the addition of Byron Brown, this offense will look a lot different without him. I say that.
I'm asking this question, fellas. Last year, I said one thing that this coaching staff and that Auburn needed to do was they needed to have a premier guy at any one of these positions. And you know, Keldrick Faulk ended up being that guy. You know, a lot of people say he's going to be a very high draft pick, first round type guy, probably top 10, top 15 type guy taken in the NFL draft. And I said, I said one thing that Hugh Freeze and his coaching staff needed to do was they needed to develop guys and then find a way to develop a path for them to, of course, get better in college, but develop them to be drafted in first, second, third round type guys is what you need to have, so that recruits see that and are like, I have the opportunity to, if I go to this school, I have the opportunity to get to the level of the NFL, the pros, where there is a lot more money that you can make if you're drafted higher enough like that. So one of the things that I said that Auburn needed to do was you needed to find a guy, find a path, develop him, and then get him to the point to where he's considered to be one of the top players at his position in the NFL draft. Which guy out of this backfield, this current backfield, do you think fits that profile to where teams, to where recruits and high school guys will look at Auburn and be like, I will go there because they helped progress this guy from this point to that point, and got him in the league and got him drafted in a very respectable round of the NFL draft. What's your thoughts on that, Edward? Who do you think that back could be this year?
It's tough, man, because the NFL really don't care too much for running back these days. You know, you could be a great running back and still go third or fourth round. NFL. But I think
Very true.
I'm gonna keep going back to my guy Jeremiah Cobb. I'm gonna keep saying this. I don't think Auburn fans have seen the best of him. Here's one thing you have to remember. He offers you a lot of versatility. Why? You can line him up in the slot as well. He can catch the ball. That's something that's valued as a running back in the NFL. A guy that you can do different things with in the passing game. And so that's another aspect that I look for Goalish to unlock. I like to see him running those Texas route across the middle of the field, man. Just 5-6 yard route, just throwing the ball and get him in open space. I like to see him in more screen games. So, man, I think Cobb just my guy. He stuck with me. I'm loyal to who loyal with me, man. So I might be a little biased, and I know probably shouldn't be, but he had every right to leave Auburn and go somewhere else, be underutilized, his whole career, if you ask me. But I go back to his year one with Philip Montgomery. Well, Hugh Freeze said he drawed up the plays. I forget what game it was, but they throwed him a pass, and the pass was over his head. He caught that pass. Running backs don't make that catch, bro. Over the shoulder catch, walk in touchdown. Now, damn, I got a running back who can catch the ball out the backfield like that, but you never come back to that no more during his career. I think Goalish finna unlock I'm telling you, man, I think he finna unlock a beast in Cobb, and folk gonna be like, wow, who is this guy? But he been had it all the time.
I like it. Marcus, what you think? Who your guys?
Man, I gotta agree with Elwood, man. And I would say I'm gonna just look at it from since Elwood said everything I wanted to say, I'm gonna look at it from the development standpoint. I can't really put it on Goalish for the development, but like Elwood said, we didn't see enough of Cobb through his years up under Freeze. We seen what he could be, and I hope Goalish shows the world exactly how good he is, because he went from not seeing the field at all to sharing time to then being the leading guy, and you still didn't get to see the fulfillment of what Jeremiah Cobb could be. So next year, under a coach who's going to actually run the football and who actually likes to run the ball, I hope we get to see what Cobb can really be going forward.
Okay, Tess.
Yeah, I'm gonna go so far as to say that Jeremiah Cobb, man, is probably, I'm not gonna say the most important, but like from what Alex Goalish is going to be at Auburn, I'd say he's probably one of the most important pieces on the offense, because he's really the only starting returning player, right? He was nationally recruited, so this is a guy that people know who Jeremiah Cobb is, right? And a lot of people have been waiting to see what ultimately happens for him. We've seen him under different coaches. We know what his weaknesses are. So to see his progression in this offense, of course you could go with Bryce Washington, but Bryce Washington is chasing a different number. Like, you get Cobb to 1,000 yards, it speaks volumes for your coaching, right? You get Cobb to, one of those, 1,500 yard seasons or something crazy like that. All of a sudden, people are looking at you like, oh, look what they did. And we talked earlier, the question you asked earlier about how this affects recruiting. That would be prime examples. Like, man, in 1 year, we got this guy from being a backup running back with potential to one of the best running backs in the country this year, statistically. That would be astronomical for Alex Goalish and the staff if that would have happened. So I think Cobb is that guy.
I think Goalish gonna have a great idea how to use him, because remember this fact. Cobb was a guy that Goalish wanted bad when he was at Tennessee as a coordinator.
Very true.
Yes,
yeah.
He wanted him bad at Tennessee. So he's fit for the offense.
If you watch him on social media, Alex Goalish posted a lot of Jeremiah Cobb feeds on IG.
Man, Cobb has been getting a lot of eyes since the day he touched down at Auburn. Like, people are interested in the Jeremiah Cobb story. He a good kid.
I will say this. I will say this. When Jeremiah Cobb committed, I said he had the opportunity to win. I thought he had the opportunity to hoist the Heisman Trophy. I thought he was that good. I saw him play in high school at Montgomery Catholic, and I said, whatever team gets this guy is getting a star. A star.
Yeah.
We had his high school coach on the show this time last year. Coach Kurt Johnson. I mean, Coach Kurt at Benjamin Russell. We had him on the show last year, and he spoke about it too. He was like, this kid right here is legitimately just a great kid off rip, but he's also a really good running back and a really good athlete that can do a lot of things. And
yeah,
it kind of solidified what I thought about him when I first saw that he committed to Auburn. I was like, if he is utilized correctly, I think he has the opportunity to be one of the best backs in the country, and he could potentially end up in the conversation for the Heisman Trophy. I thought he was just that good. That was just me though. So hopefully this is the year we can see that. We can see that happen. We can see him at least be in that conversation, because last year he should have been 1,000-yard back last year. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Should have been. He should have gotten that in the Mercer game. Should have gotten that there. But hey, it is what it is. Ant come in and said, man, Davenport is probably your best blocker, and Washington is your hardest runner. Okay.
Can I ask a question, Nick?
Go ahead.
So, question to you guys: who would you guys say has the potential to be the most overrated running back in this room?
Overrated?
Yep.
As in, let's say getting hype but not performing.
Yeah, you can see.
Honestly,
yeah. Probably if you had to go with the guy that's getting the most hype,
probably Bryson Washington.
Yeah, it'd probably be Washington. You probably look at it and say, because I don't think like what other guy is getting as much hype as him. I mean, we hyping up Jeremiah Cobb, but we've seen him do it. But I mean, that's a good question. I mean, but I don't think there is a guy that you can say that'll be overrated, because I think all of them gonna be great just because of the way that the system is made. The system is fit and is made up. I think all these guys are gonna shine when they get the opportunity.
Chevelle said Henderson is overrated.
Alvin Henderson, yeah. I see. I see. I get it. I get it.
I get it. Small. I don't know if he's overrated.
I see what you're saying.
It's hard to say he overrated when he probably gonna be the last on the depth chart.
So, yeah, that's very true.
But he's young. You know what I mean? He's young. He's a guy that nobody seen take a snap at Auburn. So kind of hard to say overrated. We never really saw what he's capable of doing.
Right.
He might have it's possible he might have the best spring out of everybody.
Possibility.
Yeah, that's true.
Possibility.
That's very true.
And see the thing about this, what I have heard on Golis don't play the best guys, man.
Yep.
So the pecking order that we thinking that might be running back, that might not necessarily be the pecking order.
Very true. That is true.
He's playing the best guys, man.
But that's why I asked the question that I asked. Because we assuming that the order gonna be a certain way, but what if the order ain't a certain way?
Oh, yeah,
it's very possible.
If he draw up plays to get Alvin Henderson to the second and third level immediately, he is a problem. Because the only knock on him is size, right? He came from a 1A school, so you question the physicality, but the speed is the speed. Like you see it on film. You can see how fast he is and how shifty he is. Those things, film doesn't lie on that. If you get him, like we're talking about the other running backs, Alvin Henderson, in a situation like that where he don't have to fend off 300-pounders.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck with that.
Mario Cannon say, I respectfully disagree. The top three will take all the snaps, and Jeremiah has been a Swiss Army knife for years. He can run between the tackles and hit home runs. I think nobody disagreed with you there, man. Ed Darby said, man, Trey Mason was a great running back, but the threat of Nick Marshall at QB provided him more one-on-one situations, which is why I think Byron Brown aids the running back room more than the running back room aids Byron Brown, in my opinion. Big Sarge said, man, if Diego Pavia can survive the SEC as a running quarterback, I know that BB17 can survive the rigors of this league. I mean, Pavia was a very doable guy, and he did run the football a lot. So, I mean, he's definitely not 6 feet. We can tell you that personally. We saw it. Alan Brooks said, true, way more of a threat than Jackson last year. Byron will look for guys to run over. That is something that he does do. He does look for guys to run over. No meter Martin. Shout out to you, my guy. He said, I think the goal is 6,000 total yards, 3,000, 12 games. So 3,000 passing yards and 3,000 rushing yards in a season. Would that be, that would be total, is what he's saying. 3,000 total passing yards, 3,000 total rushing yards in the season for the offense. That would be, if that happens, if Auburn puts up over 6,000 yards of total offense in the season,
playoff team.
You talking about a team that's averaging 500 yards a game, right at 500 yards a game.
If we run for 3,000 yards, that's going to lead the SEC easily. We're going to be a problem.
But if you, we're
going to be a problem. If that happens right there, that's on the screen right there.
5,000,
not 5,000,
500 yards.
I was a playoff team.
500 yards a game. You talking about averaging 500
that means you got
yards
2,000 yard running backs, probably 500 yard.
If that happens, playoff team and like they scared to play us. We run for that many yards.
Easily the number one
type of balance
in the country.
Oh man.
So this offense should have been close to that last year, then, right? Because one day
they put
they should have been close to 6,000 yards last year in South Florida, right?
Nah, they went over because they averaged like 504.
I would say also
the average was so.
Because they were top 3 last year, right?
Number 2 offense in the country.
Yeah.
So
wow.
Mario Cannon said, man, it's been a long time since we've been in a position where defenses have to pick their poison if the O-line holds up. Keyshawn will blow past DBs. He literally smokes them with a great route tree. That route tree, I don't know about that, but I hear what you're saying.
The great thing about having a great running back room and a quarterback that can run the football, that play action game gonna be so nasty. It's gonna be. I can't wait to take the top off the building and enjoy hell.
I like it, man. I like it.
They ran for 3,004 yards and passed for 35.
So they went over 6,000. Over 6,000. Yeah, I knew they was like the number 2 offense in the country last year. Mike McKinney came back and said, man, no DB wants to hit Byron Brown either. That is true.
No, not at all.
Not at all. Travell King of Come saying in 2020 we had 1,700 yards, but only played 10 games. 1,700 rushing yards. I'm thinking that's what he's saying. Or 1,700 total yards.
COVID?
Yeah, it was a COVID year.
Yeah, it was a COVID year.
Okay. Mike McKinney, man, he said, I'm calling it now. We're going to see some huge plays off end around plays with this rushing game. Okay. All right. I like it. Bulldog, Mississippi. He said, y'all talking about the South Alabama Bulls? No, we talking about the Auburn Tigers. That's what we're talking about. Shout out to you, though, man. Appreciate you coming around. Water cooler. James Barnett, man. He said, what up, fellas? What defense in the SEC do you think can neutralize this offense? I just don't think anyone will be able to stop it, especially the O-line, especially if the O-line is just average. Thoughts? I don't think with this offense, we actually had this conversation this morning. Shout out to Wade, shout out to Ant. We had this conversation this morning because the reason why this offense works so well in college is because of the hash marks. In the NFL, hash marks are 18 and a half feet, 19 feet wide across the field. College football, the hash marks are 40 feet away from you. So you sitting here, 40 feet away from each other. And it's just so much wider. It's just so much space that the offense just naturally creates because now you have a slot corner or that star position that you call in college football, having to make a decision of whether he's going to commit to the run or to the pass. And when you do that, it just makes it easier for the offense to do anything. And the reason why I said I don't know about that route tree is because this offense runs really 3 routes. They'll run running backs. I mean, the wide receivers run 3 routes. They read off of a when they go into a stack formation, they'll read off of that safety over the top. They'll run a corner. I mean, they'll run a post. Excuse me. They'll either run a post, they'll run a comeback, or they'll run a dig. Is what these guys run. And most of the time when you watch them play, wherever the ball is not going, if you look to the opposite side of the rotation, sometimes the wide receivers don't even run off the ball for real. They'll just jog off the ball.
I can tell you one team that this offense is a kryptonite for, man. I can tell you one team that the Georgia Bulldogs, this offense is kryptonite to them. They struggle with it.
Okay.
They beat Tennessee. They beat Tennessee. That's because Tennessee didn't have a defense to hold up. Tennessee had put 40-something on them. Ole Miss first time. They ran similar offense to this. Not the same version, but it was very similar to what we gonna be doing. Mm-hmm. It gave them all the hell they wanted in Athens with this offense. Defense just let them down.
Yep.
In the playoffs, Ole Miss beat them, running a variation of this same offense. So you might be on to something with that now. Because from what I've seen, Kirby defense struggle against this veer shoot offense, man.
Yeah.
I think all of them.
It's tough offense to run to. It's tough offense to go up against in college football. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think all of his teams kind of struggle against his offense.
We'll see.
Trying to think. I think you definitely need a front four that can control the run game.
Mm-hmm.
Like the way you don't have to commit resources to control the run. Even in instances when you outnumbered in the box, you need to still be able to just go 5 people in the box, control the run game. Then you can get creative on the back end, but it's not a lot of teams with front fours like that'll be able to do that. That's why we keep preaching offensive line. If this offensive line is, decent. They don't have to be world beaters. They're decent. I think we can create enough space to do what this offense does.
But here's the thing about this is one thing I say about the offensive line, and we're gonna move on. The offensive line does not have to be people mover. They don't have to be people mover.
No.
Very agile type guys that are able to move and basically get in people's way. If you can move and get in people's way and move them 1 yard or half a yard and just be able to hold up enough, the offense is designed for it to be a lot of quick hitting, running plays, and a lot of quick stuff like that. So you don't need a very physical, like overpowering offensive line that's just people move. They just need to be very agile and just be able to get in the way, and running backs be able to follow them. That's really what it is.
Just winning the point of attack.
That's kind of it. That's the reason why. That's the reason why you see them. That's the reason why you see offensive tackles that they were recruiting. 6'6", 6'7", 6'5". 310, 315 pounds. That's the reason why you look at them like that. So,
and running this 11 personnel, that 11 personnel, man, I think the one position that ain't getting enough love, I think that tight end position is going to play a big role in what we do this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
That tight end position.
Yep, that is a good point.
The tight ends and Byron Brown, I think is our answer in the red zone, because the one place that this offense struggles in the red zone, because for the very reason that you said, Nick, they don't have a lot of people movers. So you get to the 10 and the 5, it's tough for teams like this a lot of times to run the ball straight ahead. So they have to resort to some sort of trickery or whatever. But when you got a Byron Brown, that helps you. Then when you have multiple tight ends that you can put on the field, you can create unbalanced formations. That helps you.
Very true.
Otherwise, you end up like Tennessee against Alabama, where you have to throw some quick screen and then get picked off and toss out the football game. So like having these tight ends and having Byron Brown definitely helps us out in the red zone if they use it accordingly, which I think he will.
All right, let's get through these last couple comments and we're gonna get out of here. Like I said, we ain't want to tear y'all too long, man. He said Coach AG is going to lean on Byron Brown, BB17 in the month of November as a runner, which is why I believe he's more impactful to the running back room than the running back room is to him. Because if he does that, the end of October, November, people are gonna be nervous. They're gonna be nervous because when you look at that schedule, when you look at that October schedule, you're talking Tennessee, you have a bye week, then you have Georgia on the road. Those are 2 road games, and then you have LSU at home. So if you have Byron Brown be able to be dominant in those games, and then you look down the back half of the schedule in November, you're talking Mississippi State, you're talking Ole Miss is October 31st. You're talking Mississippi State, you're talking Sanford, you're talking Alabama. If Byron Brown is able to be dominant in that stretch of games, I think he in the middle of that October run towards the end of the season, you're gonna see running back start to be very, 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 very wide open because just because of the threat of Byron Brown on the football field. It's gonna be amazing to watch. Slugged Up said, man, talking around that old water cooler. What up, Slugged Up, man? Shout out to you, my guy. Mario Cannon, he said, man, shout out to Mario. He said Bryson Washington is that guy that could be that prototypical guy that Auburn can use this year to get people get running backs interested back in Auburn, man. Jeremiah Cobb. That's what King Richards said. He said he think it could be Jeremiah Cobb as well. Mario Cannon comes back and said, man, that's true. Jeremiah can do it all. But that build and downhill running of Washington is more attractive to the NFL. Very true. There was when we talk about this whole thing of pro style offenses are still ran in the NFL. I'm gonna just leave that there. I don't know. I'm gonna ask this question to the panel. Do y'all not think that pro style offenses are running the NFL?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcus, I think Marcus said tough way. Ed, what are your thoughts? Do you think pro style offenses are still running the NFL?
Oh yeah.
Okay. All right.
Oh yeah. They just adopted. I mean, it's still a pro style offense. They just adopted a lot more spread concept. But at the end of the day, it's still pro style.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. That's all.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Okay. All right. Just cool. Just wanted to make sure. Alan Brooks, man, shout out to Alan Brooks. He said, since my running back Mapson is young, I go with Washington when it comes to being drafted. A lot of eyes on him. Cobb is a given in my opinion. Okay. I like that, man. DWG73. What up, my guy? Hope you feeling good, man. I got faith. Coach G and Auburn will be different in a gold way. War Eagle. I like it. Alan Brooks said, man, shout out to Edward. He knows what he's talking about, not just because we agree on everything. Edward knows what he's talking about, man. Shout out to him, man.
Sometimes.
DWG, come back and said, man, love the show, fellas. One of my faves, War Eagle, man. We appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man, for rocking with us as always here around the water cooler, man. Alan Brooks comes back and said, not to mention that we should have better blocking tight ends. We just talked about that, so
True.
That is
True.
a good point there. Greg McCart, he said, so as long as it looks better than last year, O-line splitting 2 defenders and not blocking anyone. Sad.
Right.
No, not in that way. But yeah, as long as it look better than last year, especially when it comes to passing, if they can learn how to pass off stunts and twists, that would be great.
Yeah,
in the passing game. But when it comes to what the offensive line looks like, I think it's not. They don't have to be people movers. It's not that type of offensive scheme per se. It's just that's not what it is when it comes to the running game.
I feel like our coach is smart enough to see that if our offensive line can't do that, Nick, he can pivot. Like last year, I got frustrated because we seen the deficiencies from our offensive line and we couldn't pivot. We didn't change nothing that we did. We didn't try to cater to what they couldn't do. We didn't try to work around nothing. We just kept doing the same thing and the same outcome. With Golders, I think if we see the deficiencies from these guys early, we will figure out a way to make this offense still work with what they can do and what they're capable of.
So you saying this offensive staff will pivot from you saying this offensive staff will pivot if things aren't working the way it should be going.
Yes, I think that, I think they'll be able to pivot. I think they'll be smart enough to pivot.
I agree with that. 100%. That's why I said that the offensive line doesn't need to be world beaters. They just need to be good enough. Because I feel like as long as they just not out there getting just destroyed off the snap, like that goallicious offense is adaptable to cover up deficiencies. You'll
Byron
see a
Brown
lot
is
of
adaptable to cover deficiencies too.
yeah, that too.
I think
You'll
he's
see a
gonna be
lot of different type of play calls, just to play to our strengths. I think that's kind of what this offense is what do we do best? Let's just do that. So
Very true. Very true.
I think it's gonna be so diversified, man. It's gonna be so diversified, Nick, to where here's another thing. You might have a receiver with 200-yard rushing.
That's
because
possibility. Yeah.
Golan's gonna get it guys like Neptune and Kane. He gonna get them involved in the run game as well on jet sweeps and different things, man. So it's gonna be so diversified to where, he said running the piss out of it. He ain't just talking about the running back and quarterback, man. You gonna see receivers in motion.
Yeah, man.
Getting the jet sweep, taking it to the house.
That's it. David Kelly, he said that's why I feel like Bryce Kane or someone like Spencer, the freshman receiver, Sean Spencer or Nimrod is important. Just what you just said, important on the play action plays. They are almost guaranteed to beat their man when the safety creeps down. Very true, man. Very, very true. Ed Darby, man. Yeah, pro style in the gun, exactly. Old school offense never dies. I said that to be funny because there was something that was said that the pro style offense is not prevalent anymore, or something to that nature. And I was like, okay, that's all I said. That's all I'm gonna say. And I was just like,
I would say the under center pro style.
That part, I would agree.
That's what you call them pro style. Then, yeah,
if that's what you call them the pro style.
See that?
That's what I'm saying.
I formation type. No, the whole game. You're not.
You rarely see offset eye. You rarely see that type of stuff. But the pro style offense and the concepts of the pro style offense are ran every Sunday in the NFL. That's all I'm saying.
That's how you win games.
It'd be tougher to find a Super Bowl team that didn't roll them.
That's what I said. That's how you win games in the NFL.
Like I'm trying to think. Like has that spread offense ever won for real?
Nah, so I know people will look at the Eagles and say the RPO. But still, when you look at the Eagles, the RPO was a part of the offense. Jalen Hurts there was still pro style concepts that they ran in that offense and things and stuff of that nature.
I said Saquon Barkley was your running back.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like Ed said, it's the only difference is now, like Ed and Marcus said, it's not under center, it's just in the shotgun now. And if you think that the pro style is just because somebody's under center, that's not it. You can run play action out of the shotgun. It's done all the time. It is what it is.
I'm a 49ers fan. We do it almost every snap.
So I'm just saying, man, I didn't understand that comment when it was made, but it is what it is. But shout out to the person that made that comment, though. Shout out to him. Fellas, man, this was a great show, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Before we got out here, do me a favor, man. Go subscribe to these YouTube channels, man. I got Ted's at his SECs and Tight Sports, Alabama Football Megacast, Auburn _Addicts. I got DC Wolf, man. Dustin over at the Uptempo Podcast. Be Sharp over at Sharpshooter Sports Talk, man. I got Vanny Chris over at the Go to Broom Podcast and the Anchor Down Live Podcast on Facebook. At the Huggy Beard himself on YouTube and on Twitter. I got Edward Kid Country, man. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to him. Make sure y'all go over there and subscribe to him. Bubby and the Old Man, Auburn Sports Talk. I got JMHO Sports Talk, Coach Sean, On the Block Sports with Coach Carl, and of course, Dylan over at the College Loop, man. Support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports. Shout out to I got DJ, man. Follow him on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Hollywood_media. That's Hollywood with an EY. And follow him on Facebook at Hollywood Media with 2A. Support the people that support Water Cooler Talk Sports, man. We appreciate y'all so much for that. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter at CoolersPod23, on Instagram and TikTok at the Water Cooler Talk. Follow us at the Water Cooler Talk Podcast on Facebook, and of course, visit www.watercoolertalksports.com. I'm telling you, where you get your college football news, SEC football news, and of course Auburn football news in written form. High school recruiting and high school news is coming soon, man. We're gonna try to expand that out and try to get that thing rocking and rolling, man. Shout out to my guy King Richard with that, man. I'm telling you, watercoolertalksports.com, www.watercoolertalksports.com, man. We appreciate y'all so much for rocking with us, man. Ed, tell what you gotta say to people before we get up out of here, my guy.
Man, I got one request.
Okay.
And this is Mr. Alec Golis, if you're out there, if you just happen to run across this. One request for you this year, if you don't do nothing else, get Duke Smith to football. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Get my boy to football. Good things happen when the ball is in that boy's hand. Now, I keep telling people, man. That's why I say we still got some talent down there. We got some guys to lead, but trust me, we okay. We're gonna work with what we got. I want to see 10 get that ball in their hand on that jet sweep. Just get in the ball on a punt return. Just get in the ball and let him do what he do. Because the boy can move in traffic like nothing I ever seen before, man. Like he got eyes in the back of his head. But man, hey, it's been a great show, bro. Like great show, man. Like coming on with y'all guys, man. I'm gonna go on and next time I come on, maybe not the next time, but I'm just finna start going and setting up my camera, man, where I can see y'all folks, where everybody can see the kid talk, man. See my facial expressions, you know. I don't want to be the Charleston White. I don't want to be the Charleston White no more, man. I'm gonna try to be state kid, man.
Y'all remember that interview?
I don't like nobody. I don't like nothing. I don't like roaches, ants, snakes, lizards, butterflies. I don't like nothing.
Oh man. Shout out to Ed, man. 2371 Highway 14, Auburn, Alabama. Adelines.
Thanks.
And I was thinking that morning, boy, I'm already starting to put a menu in my head together for October 17th. So I'm gonna be working on that, man. Like I say, boy, I'm gonna have it laid out for you, man. I want everybody to come out and enjoy themselves. Just come out and fellowship, man. Just come out and have a great time, man. You ain't got to worry about the food. The food gonna be there, man. It's some of the best you ever ate. I promise you that.
I'm telling you.
I might have DC, if you listen, DC, I might have you some of them lima beans and cornbread, my boy. Just come on. I'll make it worth the trip from Atlanta.
I'm telling you, man. October, what he referred to is October 17th, man. Auburn versus Georgia. We gonna do a live watch from Adelines, 2371 Highway 14 in Tocqueville, Alabama. We're gonna do a live watch. Hey, go ahead.
You got more people listening to us than what we realize too, man. They might not be listening live. I'd have had 2 people come that I didn't even know listen to us, bro. They was like, hey man, yeah. He said, man, hey man, ain't water cooler sport talk, man. Then I hear them say something about they were coming to the restaurant in October. I said, yeah. Yeah, I had 2 people that asked me that in the last week. So hey, people listening, man.
Yeah,
that's why I say keep.
Tell them I'm coming all the way from Ohio for it.
Yeah. October 17th, man, is the Georgia, Auburn, Georgia game is a away game for Georgia. I mean, away game for Auburn. Yeah, we gonna be at Adelines, man. That's what we gonna do.
Man, you coming from Ohio, man?
Yeah, Mark is coming from Ohio.
Ohio, man.
Oh man, boy, that's hey, boy, y'all have me in there shedding tears, man. Show me some love, baby. Y'all come on. Y'all come on, man.
2371 Highway 14, Tocqueville, Alabama, man. We're gonna be in for the Auburn Georgia game October 17th. It's the week after the bye, so Auburn has a bye that week before that. So after that, we're gonna be in there. We're gonna be watching the game. I'm telling you.
Hey, man, bring your family, man. This is a family event.
That's what I'm talking about, man. How good and pleasant it is for brothers to dwell together, man. That's what I'm talking about right there.
That's what I'm talking about. Exactly, man. That's what it is.
But I'm gonna get out of here, boy. I'm gonna get out of here, man. Y'all boy have a good night, man, and everybody be safe. And my boy Auburn Thaw, hey, we still praying for you, brother.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, definitely.
See it out, man.
Shout out to the kid, Edward. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his YouTube channel, man, and make sure that y'all there October 17th. We got a live watch gonna be going on from Adelines and Tocqueville. 2371 Highway 14 in Tocqueville, Alabama. Tez, what you gotta say to people before we get up out of here, my guy?
Man, just appreciate you guys for having me. Appreciate everybody in
Man,
the
why you say
chat.
that? It tells you all the time.
I don't know, man.
It's
It's like
a part of the show.
I think it's
Oh, like, wait, huh? Like, what are you talking about?
I think it's like just routine. It's ingrained. It's like it's what you say at the end of the show. I don't know, but yeah, man, it's a great episode. You guys know where to find me at SE Season on YouTube and all platforms. If you don't know where to find me, it's at SE Season on YouTube and all platforms. Check me out tomorrow, 10:30.
Yeah.
I got something for y'all for lunch breaks. Having a great conversation. I don't have the graphic and everything ready, but it's gonna be a great conversation tomorrow, 10:30. Yeah, that's it.
Do you have a video for Take 5 yet?
Actually, I don't have a single video for Take 5.
What?
Yeah, nobody submitted anything for Take 5. But
I'm breaking the third. I sent the video. I sent
you did?
One. Yeah. That's the number right there, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's the video I sent. I sent the video.
Yeah, you did.
Nick, why your video look like you about to do a cipher?
Because I was about to rap.
Nick sent the video. Yeah, I gotta I need to turn my notifications on. That would probably help.
Because I was about to rap. That's what it was.
Look like you about to tear it up too, boy.
So y'all send your videos, man, to
That's what it
Take
is.
5 so we can put that together, man. Have a great time with that.
That is. Mark, what you got to say to people before we get up out of here, man?
Hey, man. It's around the corner, people. Spring is right around the corner, and we're going to get it lit, man. So stay tuned. But until then, y'all be safe. And check us out Friday.
Yeah, we'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, back around the water cooler, man. It is all well and good, man. Marcus's show, SEC Heat Check, debuts March 12th. That's a Thursday. It debuts March 12th. So make sure y'all keep it on your calendar. I'm working on it, working on the intro and working on some stuff for that right now. So let's get that thing rocking and rolling, man. Mike McKinney said, I think people get RPO and play action. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Shout out to Mike McKinney, man. Yes, they do.
That's like the comment of the show right there. Like,
yes, it is.
Yes, they do, Mike.
Yeah, they get it mixed up, bro. Like, come on, man. King Richard said, man, shout out to KK. Shout out to KK and the softball team. Lot Middle won the doubleheader, 25-0. Good God. And 11-0. She was 1-1 hits on bat, and she had a triple. 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. I'm telling y'all, Auburn softball. She gonna be an Auburn softball
Bro,
player.
they be killing people though. Like
they
were murdering.
Yeah, that's impressive, man.
Ted's nobody.
Who hit her, man?
That's what I want to know.
King
who hit her? That's what I forgot to say. Hit by pitch.
pitch.
I just said that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it is what it is. DWG said, man, War Eagle to you folks, man. We appreciate you so much. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, Gunny.
She came in late, but she still decided to come in and rock with us, Miss Connie. She said, miss y'all again tonight, War Eagle. Shout out to you, Miss Connie. It's all good. And she said she has renewed her season tickets for the season yesterday. Shout out to that, man.
It's probably the best renewal that you've had in a while.
Probably.
I get mad every month when I gotta renew my Netflix. I feel that. I feel that. That right there, that meant a lot to me.
Shout out to Miss Connie, man. We appreciate her so much for rocking with us here around the water cooler. We thank all of y'all for rocking with us here around the water cooler, man. As we stated before, man, visit www.watercoolertalksports.com. Again, that's www.watercoolertalksports.com, man. And shout out to King Richard, man. We got that high school coming. High school, man. We ramping up, man. We trying to get ready for this 2026 season with this with the high school coverage coming soon. And shout out to King Richard, man. I ain't making an official announcement yet because we wanted to be official, but y'all can tell what I'm hinting towards. But shout out to King Richard, man. We appreciate that so much, man, for rocking with us and believing in Water Cooler Talk because he didn't even have to, do it. He believed in us. Go ahead, Taylor. What you watch that?
I was saying King Richard said 25-0 in 3 innings.
Bro,
what in the
world? Everybody going yard?
Listen, I don't know, like y'all. I don't know if you guys. I've had my daughter plays softball, so I've experienced both sides of this. I don't know if you have or not. Like the other side of this, the zero. Oh my God, it's depressing.
That's wild.
And for them to do it in 3 innings, that means that like they were in the field the entire game.
Do they have a mercy
They
rule?
never really got the
No,
back.
I was gonna say, bro, because back in the day, they used to have a mercy rule.
Yeah,
gotta
King
have a
Richards, they team probably went around the order a couple times, and that team with 0 probably everybody batted like maybe once or twice. The
They
entire
probably just
game.
gave up.
I remember back in the day,
Yeah, like it is.
Saturday and stay all day.
Uh,
They used to have multiple games.
Oh my God, that was horrible, bro.
They used to have all them games.
You get out there like 9, 8,
Like,
9
you wouldn't leave until that
you wouldn't
night.
leave until like
Yeah,
2:30, 3 o'clock, 4. I'd be like, man, God, oh,
Well,
man, that would made me
game.
not like baseball, to be honest with you, because I
For
thought
real.
all games were like that. You know, I thought you go out there and just stay the whole time. I was like, that's why I don't like baseball. You know, that's I was like, man, good God. But then when I got older, I was like, man, baseball is actually a pretty decent game, man. It's actually a pretty, it's pretty good, decent game. It ain't really like that, like it was when you was little. You had to sit there and watch every single game. I was like, good God, man, that's wild.
I'm gonna tell you something I can never get into. I can play it, but I cannot watch golf to save my life.
I'm gonna tell you this, bruh. No one would never talk ill about golf to me. No one.
I can play it, but I cannot watch it like all day at all.
I watch golf. I play golf. I haven't picked up a set of clubs in like 3 years. But I will tell you this: when football season was over with, quick story. So when I was little, I used to go to Montgomery and stay with my uncle, right? And my uncle is retired military, like a retired captain out of the Air Force. And so he would wake up super duper early in the morning, like super early in the morning. He would go run like 2-3 miles. And then as soon as he get done running 2-3 miles, the first thing he would do is head to the golf course. He would head to Maxwell because of course, you get to get on Maxwell, you get to play at a very discounted rate, sometimes free. And after I couldn't run with it because I never like running. Just gonna be honest with you, never like running. So he would leave me and then he'll lap me back, and then when he come back, I just turn around and go with him because I just never liked running. But I enjoy playing golf. This is where I learned how to play golf from him. We will walk 18 holes. If it was just me and him, we'd just go out there and just walk 18 holes. Is what we would do. And that's where I kind of got the love of golf, playing with him. And I would play, and he would hit the ball so far, but then it would take me like 2 or 3 shots to get to where his ball was. So like if it's a par 5, he would get there in like 5. If it was a par 5 for me, I would get there in like 8, 9, or something like that. So I was a horrible golf player. But when I got older, when I got like 11, 12 years old, I actually had a golf coach. And when football season was over with, as soon as January hit, I would leave BTW and go to Indian Pines Golf Course in Auburn. 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. And we would practice for 2.5 hours. And go up there and pray. And did it for like 2-3 years. Got really good at it. And that's the reason why I don't know. I think me and Tez had this conversation one time when Tez was telling me about when they played golf. I was like, Tez, I know I haven't touched a set of clubs in a while, but you give me like 2 holes to get back into the groove, I would probably beat a lot of people because I think I was that good. I was like, I feel like I was pretty decent because I think the lowest my handicap was when I was actually playing. I think I got to like 3 over one time. I think the lowest I ever shot was like 3 over, and I was averaging like 5-6 over par, which is really good for an amateur. And I was like, man, if I can play, I'm like, shoot, all right. But I went to college and stopped playing for a while. Then I played a little bit in college. Then I got out of college, got back into it, and then stopped playing for a minute. But I got to get back into it though, man, because golf is very, 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 very fun. It's a very, very fun sport, in my opinion. And I hear Huggy saying golf ain't no sport, ain't no real sport. You get out there and try to walk 18 holes and swing 125 mile per hour club head speed and trying to drive a ball 300 yards down the middle of a drive a fairway, or trying to shape a shot. I'm telling you, it's not fun. It's not easy, but
when I played golf, I realized that like I really love being on the golf course more than I actually love golfing. Like that after a while, it was for the birds. It's not easy. It's like
Golf is,
it's
hey.
like, what are we doing here? Like, even I was so bad at golf, I started estimating how long it would take me to be good at it. And then when I started doing that, I was just like, man, at this rate, it'd be like 3 or 4 years. And I was like, nah, I don't have that in me. I like
I'm
being
telling
out
you,
here though. You can drink beer, you can,
yeah.
it's
I'm telling you the best
social.
thing about golf.
But yeah, you can keep the golf
I'm
ball in the club.
gonna tell you the best thing about. I'm gonna tell you what golf is won. Now golf is won in the long drive. So if you can hit the ball long and hit the fairways more often than not, you have an opportunity to win the game. But if your short game and your iron play is really, really good, like if you have solid short game play and iron play is really good, you can win some titles. You can win. You can take a lot of strokes off your scorecard. Like
Yeah, but that's like the toughest part, bro. Like that's like okay, when we start playing golf, of course, everybody runs to grab the driver.
Yeah, very true.
And
You got a
like
point.
we do that a lot, right? You start playing that. Everybody, if you do it long enough, everybody can essentially put a shot out there. I don't know how far, how accurate it'll be, but you eventually get the mechanics to get the ball off the tee and put a shot out there. What you do with the ball after that?
Yeah,
when
it's
it's laying in the grass,
it's
it's like the part where I was like, nah, man, can we just? That's why Top Golf is so popular, because you don't have to do that part. You can just sit there. I'm serious, like, bro, it is. I commend golfers when they do amazing things with their irons. That's why Tiger's so fun to watch, man, because he can do amazing things. But like,
true.
man, nah, that is not easy to do or accomplish at all.
Yeah,
and
man.
Then, guess what?
Yeah, go ahead.
When you miss,
you
miss the right way, it hurt.
It does. Yeah. See, the thing about golf
Painful.
is really a game of misses. That's really what it is. So like it depends on where you miss and how you can recover from a shot, because you're not gonna hit every shot perfect. And you're not gonna hit every shot. You're not gonna hit every shot square unless you are a professional. Because most of those guys that's hitting that ball and they hitting that sweet spot every single time, man, that's 15 years of just continuous play and knowing themselves. You know what I'm saying? But man, you gotta understand. You gotta understand that.
You're talking like a true golfer, because you're talking about missing shots. I'm talking about you got your irons, you own the fairway, and you missed the ball and hit the dirt.
My I'm like, what you talking about?
He don't even do that no more, Marcus. He passed that part. He's like, I hadn't done that in so long.
I was like, what you talking about? No, I was like, wait, I thought you talking about like a game of misses. Like
Nick just told you he golf for real, Ted. We should be out there just to be out there. Last time I was out there,
I'm trying to hit the ball, and then I missed the ball, and the club went in the dirt, and it was painful. And that's when I decided, like, we
family. I can tell this embarrassing story before we get up out there. I was at Top Golf my first time.
Oh man, you talking about you was bad at Top Golf?
Man, listen, Nick, trust me, bro. I'm not the best golfer. I like golf, but I'm not the best golfer. So I swung, Nick, and you know the little net. Man, it took me everything in the world to make sure I didn't fall on that net.
You need to just stay on the bottom one, then, bro. Because if you, I'm telling you right now, bro, that is not safe.
Well, when I say I was stumbling, like, boy, it was kid and everything. Well, I tried to make sure, boy.
That's hilarious, man. Nah, man, but golf is golf is dope, man. I enjoy golf. I enjoy playing. Like I used to, like, I mean, it wasn't nothing like when I was playing for real. It wasn't nothing to just get up and just go get out there. 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, and then if you're gonna walk 18 holes, it's gonna probably take you 3-4 hours to do that. But most of the time now you get a cart, you can just hop in the car and just ride. But man, golf is fun, man. Golf is fun. It's a strategy too. It's a strategy to it. It's dope. It's dope, man.
And
It's the
people
best
get
experience.
mad at you.
Hey,
People get mad
Ed,
at
if
you
he
for
still gotta
being
watch
bad
golf
at golf,
videos, he
bro.
shouldn't be golfing that much.
Yeah, because the thing about it is like people be like, like I think people get mad because like if you on the golf course so much, right? If you're on the golf course so much, how you not like people be like, well, how do you not get at least one part of your game better? Like, okay, you may not be able to hit the driver straight off the tee, but can you at least when you get 100 yards inside, when you get 100 yards away from the hole, can you pull out a pitching wedge or a 9-iron and be able to hit a shot pin high at least? Could you be able to at least do that? Like it's something that you can at least get better in your game. That'll be like,
I just feel like people, I don't know, man. They just have this nose in the air. Like we bad at
game. It's a very elitist game.
We bad at golf, so it's taking us a while. Then they come ask you, can they play through? And they just
they play through.
Like, yeah. It's the way the looks that I've gotten. It's just like,
hey, it's a very elite.
I don't know if I need to be here.
It's a very elite, bro. It's an expensive game too, bro. Like to get like the overhead to get
Man,
in.
Go
Like,
where I'm respected.
It's
crazy.
To the quad, boy.
Man,
I don't like doing it.
I need a new set of clubs anyway, so I think I'm gonna have to bite
cheap.
the bullet. I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet this year and give me a new set of clubs. I think I'm gonna get me some TaylorMades. I think I'm gonna I used to play blades, which is forged iron, but then now they got cavity bag irons, which are not nothing new, but it just give you a little bit more forgiveness if you don't hit the ball square in the middle of the face with the iron. So you get a little bit more forgiveness. But if you can hit the ball with blades, which is what all the professionals play with on tour. If you can hit with that, and which makes it more impressive with those guys on tour because they're hitting with forged iron and they are hitting it solid every single time. And it's like very rare misses. And these guys are playing some of the hardest courses and playing under par, which is ridiculous, man. And I just be like, man, this is wild, bro. Ed said Freeze would say, you trash Ted. Tez. Can we play through?
Yeah, he probably would.
Oh my god!
I don't know. It
bro,
depends. It depends on
bro.
if he playing or if he just doing that weird thing where he sit there and watch people play.
Sit there and watch people play.
Man, that man be thinking about no man. Shut up. Let me shut up.
Oh,
Nick, after
man.
you told me that article was true the other day, well, I'm dead.
Oh yeah, that was wild. Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Look up, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. Real set of clubs, yeah, they gonna hit you. It's gonna be a lick, bro. It's gonna be a good lick because you can get the set of irons. Then of course you got to get your driver. Then you got to get a 3-wood. If you play with a hybrid, you're gonna play with a hybrid club, a hybrid driver. Then you got to get your 56 and your 64 wedges, and then of course you got to get a reliable putter. You got to get that as well too, because the game has changed so much to now where guys are just so much better that now when you hit something that's 150, 160 yards away from the pin, it used to be you would probably use an 8-iron or a 9-iron for that. Man, guys are so good now that they using 50. I'm not 56, but they using pitching wedges from 150, 140 yards away. So it is what it is. Yeah, Mike, that is true. Get fitted for them. Get fitted for them clubs. If you get fitted for clubs, I'm telling you, it'll be a whole lot easier. That's half a game. Man, we didn't talk about golf for like literally 10 minutes, bro. Did not mean to do that. But man, let's get out of here, man. We'll be back Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, man. We'll be back around the water cooler. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, it is. Oh, my bad. No, I didn't do it right. Man. Now I feel like I messed up.
Just rewind. We'll pretend like we didn't say it.
We didn't say it, man. We didn't say it, but it is what it is. Fellas, y'all have a good one. Wait a minute. So what you're saying, Nick, we going in the locker room for the Masters. Look. Y'all don't want to do that. Y'all don't want to go in the locker room for the Masters, bro. Not for the Masters. The Masters is in April. You got me thinking. It would be dope, but I don't know how many people would.
I'm just saying you're keeping up yourself to a whole different side of fan, baby. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
And they're gonna come back during football season. I'm like, hold up, we didn't sign up for this.
It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. I'll think about that. I don't know, man. But the Masters is great. I think they just had the Genesis Open last week. The Genesis Open, which is at Riviera. They just had that last week. I can't remember who won, but that was dope. It's dope. It's normally like the kickoff to the season somewhat. So it is what it is. All right, man. Let's get out of here for real, man. Y'all have a good one. Better yet, y'all have a great one, man. Y'all be blessed. Make sure y'all give the man upstairs above his because he deserves all the praise and all the glory as he always do, man. Make sure y'all do that. Until then, until Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central. Ladies and gentlemen, it is one love. We are out this mug. I'll holler at y'all. We'll holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. Appreciate it.
This has been a presentation of Water Cooler Talk Sports.